The gospel text of today is made up of three parts. In the first, there is the absolute prohibition to judging. In the second, the reason why one must not judge is given. And in the third part, the absurdity of judging is shown. In the first part, Jesus is absolute when he says, judge not, that you be not judged. In other words, if one judges, one must be prepared to be judged. And the word judge here is used in the negative sense, that is, to give a negative assessment of another. It is quite easy for us, and we find it almost natural and automatic to see the negative in others. We fail to see the positives. It's so much easier to pull others down, to demean them, to malign their names, to talk about them at their backs. And this is what Jesus is prohibiting. And the reason why he prohibits this is because if we judge, if we are negative about others, then we must be prepared for others to be negative about us. As a matter of fact, when he says, for with the judgment you pronounce, you will be judged, he means that God will judge us in the same manner in which we judge others. And the saying about the measure reinforces this when he says, and the measure you give will be the measure you get. In other words, if I judge harshly, I will be judged harshly. In the third and final part of this text, taken from Matthew chapter 7, verses 1 to 5, Jesus says, and shows rather the absurdity of judging when he says that we have a log in our eye, and with that log in our eye, we are able to see the splinter in our brother or sister's eye. There are 2 points which are made here. First, because there is a log in our own eyes, we are unable to see clearly. Second, if we remove the log from our eyes, which stands for our prejudices, which stands for our stereotypes, which stands for our way of looking at others, which is negative, if we remove that, we will see that there is no splinter in our brothers or sisters' eyes, because we will be able to see them positively. We will be able to see them in a positive light. And this is what we are called to do. If we look at others in a positive way, with a positive frame of mind, then it is very, very likely that we will see the positive in them. When we see the positive in others, and when we speak about that positive, it is easier for others to speak about us positively. Will you refrain from any kind of judgment today? Or if you must judge, will your judgment be positive?